Good, this all shows. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to Carol's Kitchen. Here, scoot over a little bit, Adriana. We make sure everybody can see
Hello.
Adriana Skains.
Hi.
This is her. She's in my kitchen today on this snowy, cold Monday here in Indiana. And welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my favorite food. I thought this would be fun since we come from a region with people from a lot of different backgrounds. I thought it'd be great to ask different people, what is it that you enjoy that brings back some happy memories, and maybe you eat the food a lot, maybe you don't. So let's take a look at that, see if we can tweak it, make it a little bit healthier. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, and then if we do, is it as good? So this is live, just so you know, Adriana has not tasted anything I've prepared today.
Nope.
So all her reactions are off the cuff.
Yes.
So first of all, could you tell us a little bit about you and what you do and your family? And
Sure.
Scoop us in.
Sure. I am from Northwest Indiana. My parents moved from Illinois 2 years before I was born. I grew up in Dyer, so I have 3 children and a husband. So
do you have a day job that you go to?
I do. Yeah. I try to forget about that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm an insurance agent. I've been an insurance agent for about 15 years now. So I work for an American Family agent in Lansing. I rather enjoy.
Super. And today's her day off. Just
it
so
is.
Any of you that are from American Family that know her, she's not skipping out
No,
to
I'm
do
not.
food with me.
No.
This is her legitimate day off.
It is.
So, yeah.
It is. I actually had to do my hair today. Mondays are my usual day when I don't put makeup on or do my hair. But I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. So tell me a little bit about what is something that you love to do that really sparks that light that you really love doing?
Probably about 5 years ago, I started running with Fleet Feet. I started with the not the Ton of Fun program, but the 5K program there. And I kind of just worked my way up and went and did a 5K and then decided, hey, I can do this. So I did a 10K and then went to the half marathon, and I'm actually training for a marathon on February 18th.
Wow.
Yes.
Good for you.
Yes.
That's got to be exciting.
It
and,
is.
It's a real commitment.
It is. It's a huge commitment.
So true. So when you eat these, you know what? You're not going to feel like you're messing up your training, are you? You're going to be okay?
No, I think I'll be all right.
Okay. So part of the fun of this, I think, is your heritage and why, this is actually a cream puff pastry that we're making, I made to see if she'd like them. And I'll tell you more about that. But I'd love to learn what emotion and what happy memory comes through for you when you think about this food, or you make this food and eat it from when you were younger and family. Can you expand on that, please?
Sure. I'm Italian, so in my family, food equals love. My mom was a fabulous cook. My mom passed away in 2012, so she was a fabulous cook. Every night there was a meal on the table, homemade for us, and on Sundays we had pasta every Sunday. Homemade sauce, and when I say homemade sauce, she grew the tomatoes in a garden and canned them and made the sauce every week. Homemade meatballs, sausage. And there was always dessert. She loved to bake. So it was her passion. It was the way that she expressed love was through food. Okay. And so by making her recipes, it keeps her memory alive for us.
Terrific.
So,
her legacy continues, and you show love to your family with food. Now, let me ask you this: do you make your homemade tomato sauce and spaghetti? No. just wondering.
You know what? Sometimes I do. Yeah. But it's a lot of work.
Well, especially when you're training for a marathon.
Absolutely. Well, I work full time. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. That was her job. It was to take care of us and to feed us.
Okay, right. I think that's beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. So, okay. Well, let's talk about a little what I did with this food. So Adriana presented a recipe, cream puff pastry, and really very minimal ingredients: flour, water, margarine, salt, and what else? Oh, the eggs. So when I looked at that, that's for this pastry part right here that you're looking at. You know what? There's not a lot to do differently. However, I cut out the margarine. Margarine is a trans fat. It's something that, you know, when I look at my recipes from when I was growing up too, they all say margarine. Margarine is a trans fat, so it's good to avoid those. Okay, and you could use real butter. However, if any of you know my background with my boys and the dairy allergy, I chose to instead use the Earth Balance soy-free buttery sticks instead of the margarine. But again, you could use butter. However, usually I make things so that if they show up, I have something that they can eat. So that was one change I made. The other thing was, you know, there are puff pastry recipes that have sugar. These do not, so I didn't have to think about that. And the eggs are eggs. You know, if you're vegan, this probably wouldn't be for you, but maybe an egg substitute would work. I didn't go that far. What I did do was I made gluten-free. So if you're trying to adapt different recipes for gluten-free people, or just trying to avoid more of the gluten in general, I did both. And here's what happened. There was an option on this recipe to bake these at 350 for, 20 minutes, or 425 for 15. So when I did that, if you look at these, okay, they look like little tiny hockey pucks. Because I did them at 350 and they didn't rise properly. There's a big chemistry thing going on with moisture and what happens and what doesn't. So the gluten-free, which is this one, and this is gluten-free, this is the regular. It didn't matter. They turned out the same. They taste the same. So what I did, again, when I did some research, they need the higher temperature. These need to be baked at 425. And in my oven, it was even over 20 minutes, closer to 25, to get this. Okay, you see the difference, the finished product. Absolutely. It's supposed to be, so you can fill it.
Yes.
So these do have the gluten. It's regular flour, my buttery sticks, the eggs, the salt, the water. And so anyway, that's what happened with the crust here. And what was interesting is that these, when I was young, we called them pâté choux, French pastry. We filled these with ham salad.
Wow.
Yes. So by Adriana, saying, let's do this, it evoked a great childhood memory for me. But with hers, tell us what we put in the middle of yours with your recipe.
It is a ricotta filling.
I love how she says ricotta. Ricotta. I'm not Italian, I mess it up. I say ricotta.
It's okay.
It's ricotta. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
It is a ricotta filling. It's a chocolate ricotta filling. So, yeah, it's amazing.
It is amazing.
It is amazing.
I tried it last night and I texted her. I said, dinner tonight, chocolate ricotta filling and a side salad. Just kidding. Not really. So
it's similar to the filling that you would find in a cannoli if you have ever had a cannoli before. And if you haven't, I suggest you get one ASAP because they're amazing.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
When they're amazing, we get to do them, right?
Yes.
With moderation.
With moderation,
okay.
Absolutely.
So I made her ricotta filling. It had some unsweetened chocolate I melted. Oh, we got a heart. Hi. We got a heart. Love that. Seafood, love, it all works.
That's right.
It all works. Okay, so I melted the little chocolate. I added that to the ricotta cheese. Am I doing better?
Yes. Little.
Ricotta.
It's okay. Just say it how you say it.
Okay, and then I added the sugar. It was like a 1/4 cup of sugar to a 1/2 pound. Okay, so it's very delicious. So what I did instead, if someone can't do dairy, again, like my sons, or people who have a dairy intolerant allergy, whatever it is, I used my filling. I used this coconut milk. Okay, and I always keep one of these in the fridge because you can whip it up with a little mixer or a whisk, whatever. I did pour out some of the liquid. When you open this, it looks like it's almost spoiled because it's solid and then there's liquid. Okay. And it's fine. And usually I use it all, but because I was going to fill these, if you want to do it immediately, you wouldn't want it too runny. Sitting overnight in the fridge, the final product was fine, but I used poured out half the liquid to make it. But I used this and a little stevia instead and a little vanilla. Okay. What else did I put in there? Very simple, vanilla, stevia, and the cocoa, some cocoa. I use cacao powder, but same thing. Okay. And that's what I did with my filling. So it's dairy-free, less sugar, right? So if somebody's trying to cut back a little, you want a sweet treat, but not too much. So that was another idea for that. So what do you think? You want to taste it? And
yes.
We're gonna watch what you think. So first, have the one that's okay. This is the one like. Wait, isn't that the?
Yes.
Okay,
it is.
That's yours.
Okay.
We didn't make anything out of the hockey pucks.
No, that's okay.
I messed up. You know, it happens. So.
That happens a lot with her recipes because they're like a mystery. Half the time there's no instructions. So
we wung it.
Oh my goodness. This takes me back to my childhood.
Yay.
They're delicious.
Oh, good. That was my hope and dream that the one I made that pretty much followed Mom's.
Yes.
Took you back.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Carol.
Good.
You did good.
She's going to get to take some home. So that's the prize.
I'm excited
for doing this with me.
But only one. I'm just going to eat one. Okay. And then I'll eat salads the rest of the day.
Yeah. And you can freeze these. You know, you can freeze. Can you freeze the filling? This is
absolutely
for filling. Could you just freeze filling even?
You could. And something else that you can do with this is you could also do the part skim ricotta. Okay. And you could use stevia and sugar-free chocolate chips if you wanted to mix that in there. Okay. If you wanted to make that filling a little bit healthier. Okay. Tastes just as good.
Okay.
So there's ways to make it healthier.
Yeah. And this is the filling that I put. This is how the coconut cream turns out. You can use it like a meat mousse.
Oh my
You could dip fruit in it. Again, when I'm practicing eating less ice cream, this is a great substitute for me. And again, with everything, the big thing is choose real ingredients. I know people question coconut products as well. But you know, with a good fat, again, the balance, moderation, we need the good fats like olive oils and coconut for our brain, for brain health. So again, we don't wig out over you know, a little bit of coconut or a little bit of sugar, unless of course you have like a diabetic issue, or you know, there's things where you have to look at, well, for my life, what should I change, right? So okay, now try my version with the coconut cream and see if it would still make you happy. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh my goodness, that's delicious.
That works too?
Yes.
Okay.
That is delicious. It's white. The regatta filling is thick and a little bit heavier. This is very light. It's amazing.
Okay.
Light and fluffy. Not too sweet, but still you get that nice sweetness. Great chocolate flavor.
Okay, good. Does it take you back? Does it kind of work like this one if you were...
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Good. So I nailed it. Okay.
Yeah. You nailed it.
Once I got past the hockey pucks, yeah. And you know, honestly, whether you use I happen to use this gluten-free product, but if you have a gluten-free flour, let's say that quick 3 times. I think any of them would be fine, and you would end up with this product. It was because I used the lower temperature. You needed that high heat, the 425, and make sure they are like a golden, you know, more of a golden brown. These are just sad.
Aww.
Like, you know, stuff
you
happens.
Could probably just make it like a sandwich,
right? You know
right?
what? Yes, you could do that, and you could freeze these.
Yeah.
You know, you could make these. I know my mom, when she did these, she'd freeze them empty, and then she would thaw them when we were going to have guests or whatever for the ham salad. You could do ham salad. You could do egg salad because again, there's no sugar in the filling in the pastry. So you could use it for a lot of different reasons. So, hi all of you that are watching this. Isn't this fun? I know you'd love to try these. Well, I think Justin, your husband, he watching.
He might. So I don't know. I might.
Justin, we're going to take care of it. We'll send you some.
Okay.
All right. I have one more surprise.
Sure.
Don't leave. Entertain. Like, I don't know, sing or dance. Do something.
They don't want me to sing.
While I get one more surprise out. So.
What do you got over there, Carol?
Yeah, I have to do this because, you know, we know I love ice cream, right?
Oh my goodness!
So I put a little Breyers, a little scoop in the middle to little ice cream.
Oh my goodness!
Have one. See. Okay, I'm gonna try one.
Okay.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers. All right, take a bite. Okay. Amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
Okay, so. Thank you for joining me for my favorite food. Thank you, Adriana.
Thank you so much
for showing up today in my kitchen. Yeah, so you can stay tuned for another one. I'm going to be doing these. I think they're cool, they're fun, and we're going to learn what people eat in the region, and so that we can be more like one great big family enjoying good food and thinking about things that make us happy. So till next time, I bid you well to your health. Have a wonderful Monday and stay safe and warm out there if you live where we do, where it's cold.
Yeah.
So, bye everybody.
Guys.
Bye.